always been glued in the realm of class and sophistication. 31 exceptionally beautiful ladies around and across the city have come and flaunted together in the name of title and crown.
Share, guys, share.
Live from the Social Hall People's Government of Cabadbaran, this is the 2022 Miss Cabadbaran Pre-Pageant Night.
Cabadbaran dancers ne. Wag pa kay taga Cabadbaran di kapusyon. Pero kung kamot nagkurog na. Kamu nalay adjust.
the lowland barangays.
Maayong gabi, Cabadbaran, Pebbles, Bahid, Umayog, 24, Antonio Luca. Rhea Mensumano Alayuga, 22, Mangkiling. Daniela Drain Disipoti, 18, Katulasan. Marie Sophia Laita Tutlong, 19, Saka. Jolene Bahal, 24, Laita. Mary Grace Lima, 18, Umagasta. Leia Sinaias, 23, Soriano.
Next up, we have the Highland Barangays.
Mayor Roma Silano, 19, Mahawa. Ariel Shane Alibaba, 19, Concepcion. Nevada Ramos Rome, 20, Bayabas. Mary Ann Powell, 21, Navilar. Nitrain Aliko Nawal, 20, Calamba. Meltrip Neva, 20, Pumikano.
Moving on, let us have the Coastal Barangays.
Ria Jane Betra, 19, Kalibunan. Christine Guerrero Figueres, 18, Kauswagan. Christine Carla Ricoforte, 22, Launa. Jeremy Biohonito, 20, Losa. Alexis Alvaro Ordote, 18, Cabinet. Adriana Navy Paris, 18, Casinas.
Continuing on, we have Poblacion Ono to size.
Chantel Louise Cafe, 19, Poblacion Una. Queenie Ignacio Sahonga, 24, Poblacion Dos. Rhea James Lorenzi Novia, 22, Poblacion Rosetta Peolano Mano, 21, Poblacion Cuatro. Precious Imbahon, 19, Poblacion 5. Andre Monique Ramirez Hongo, 22, Poblacion 6.
And finally, we have Poblacion 7 to 12.
J. Haidel Malaga, 20, Poblacion 7. Angelica de la Gloria Yento, 20, Poblacion 8. Jehan Angko, 18, Poblacion 9. Josephine T. Arnado, 21, Poblacion 10. Edwin Galano, 21, Poblacion 12.
Summer is almost on and the competition is getting tougher and hotter. Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves as we indulge together in another women's dimension and nomenclature. This is Miss Cabadbaran 2022 Pre-Pageant Parade of Senses. First batch of candidates from Lowland Barangays.
I throw it hard, you throw it right back. throw it hard, you throw it right back. When you look back at it, when it comes to the sex and the shit, I'm taking money, nigga, for the moon. Ale mami, sube.
Let us now welcome the second batch, the Highland Barangay.
I throw it hard, you throw it right back. When you look back at it, when it comes to the sex and the shit, I'm taking money, nigga, for the moon. Ale mami, sube.
Lakas mo na. Okay na akong camera skills, guys. Kaya mga kamera dia. May ampong apel akong kamot karon di mangurog.
Let's welcome the third batch. We have the Coastal Barangays.
Wanay mas official ani mura ni official life. kamot. Akong kamot.
Fourth dash of Canada. We have Poblacion Ono decides.
nyo aron dili ni ma-stop ako live.
And in final batch of candidates, we have Poblacion 7-12.
in the alley, 3 continents, 48 hours in the morning, we got one nigga. That's my life, it's I throw it hard, you throw it right back. I love it when you look back at it, when it comes to the sex, they sweat on the bag. I'm taking money in the front of me, mami, sube.
Napay question and answer portion. Napay last question and answer portion.
We would like to remind the candidates to pick the number of the judge inside the bowl. To our judges 1 and 2, we respectfully remind you that you will have 10 questions each based on the candidates' barangay, and the chairman of the board will have 11 questions. So let us keep the ball rolling as we begin with the Lowland Barangay.
For you, when does a girl becomes a woman? Girl becomes a woman.
Thank you. Growing up, my life wasn't the epitome of families. I came from a broken family. Mother has nursed and formed my values. Countless disappointments, failures, and delays growing up. And at one point, I thought that it is going to make me who I am. But I realized that things can change, and that is my answer to your question. A girl becomes a woman when she realizes that she does not need validation from anybody for her self-worth. And when she's starting to believe that she is on top of her game, knowing that she is a woman of substance and that she can be whole no matter how harsh life can get. For I believe that a woman is strong enough to face the challenges of life with determination and humility. I am here in front of you tonight because I believe that I am that woman who can make a difference in each other's lives, believing that life should be celebrated and life is worth living for. Thank you. Judge number 1.
Hello, Ms. Badili.
Hello, good evening.
Your question is, what makes you the person you are today? I repeat, what makes you the person you are today?
Good evening, everyone. What made me the person I am today are the life lessons and the kind of environment I grew up with, especially the strong foundation of faith and the nurturing relationship that my parents created. I was raised in a family who valued the importance of hard work, discipline, humility, and a selfless service to others. With all these life-changing experiences, I am proud to be standing in front of everyone tonight, that I am confidently ready to face the challenges in this world. Thank you and mabuhay Cabadbaran.
Judge number 2.
Hi. When do you feel most satisfied with yourself? Again, when do you feel most satisfied with yourself?
I felt most satisfied with myself when I joined Miss Katugasan 2019 and I was 4th place. Because even though I was the winner, my family were very happy and proud of me that night, and I thank you.
Judge number 3.
Hi. As an aspiring candidate, what pushed you to join this competition? Again, as an aspiring candidate, what pushed you to join this competition?
As an aspiring candidate, what pushed me to join this competition is the goal of eradicating unrealistic beauty standards and stereotypes. At this modern age, it is important to make use of our means of amplifying the importance of women realities. I took the call of breaking the cycle by joining this pageant. To the every woman with me here tonight, regardless of age, gender, skin type, and color, I hope you join me in burning down stereotypes and creating an inclusive avenue for all. Thank you and good evening.
Sometimes I don't know.
Judge number 3.
Hello. What do you like most about yourself? What do you like most about yourself?
One thing I ultimately like about myself is that I am an optimistic. I always look for hope in all things. No matter what I've been going through or what I am going through, I still have faith that I can overcome them because I believe my potential is boundless. And most of all, I'm holding this faith in my heart that I have my God, my strength, and my constant refuge. Thank you.
Judge number 1.
Hello, Miss Moon. What or who inspired you to join this beauty and brain pageant? Again, what or who inspired you to join this beauty and brain?
I came from abroad, are my aunties that I joined. I met a lot of you who have the same situation and experiences as I have. That's why I joined this beauty and brain pageant to empower as many youth as possible. I want them to think and speak out for them in any situation that they are in complete control. I do that by conducting workshops and sharing my personal story. That would be all. Thank you and mabuhay.
Judge number 1.
Number
Judge number 3.
Miss Mariano, based on your bio data, why did you choose criminology as your course?
I choose the course of criminology of three essential reasons. First to fulfill my family dreams. Second for myself commenting public reserve.
Away na dun.
And lastly, to be an agent of peace. And lastly, to be an agent of peace. And
Nice.
Judge number 2.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
If you have the chance to tour us in your barangay, where and why?
Good evening, everyone. Good evening also. Barangay Mahaba is a home where it has a fine and quality abaca fiber. But this time, I will tour you guys in my favorite destination, which is the River Tornao. This river isn't famous right now, but I am here standing in front of you, telling everybody that this river has a quality where your problems were relieved because of the birds, the big rocks, and also the cold water. That will be all. Thank you.
Judge number 1.
Misconception. Your own word.
Thank you for the very wonderful question. To be honest, for years, I've been trying to keep up with the standards set by our society just for me to look good or beautiful in their eyes. Like, I am actively stepping out of my comfort zone and change the way how I present myself in front of other people just for them to feel comfortable around me. That feeling that I have to be less expressive with my true self in order to be liked or accepted in the company of certain people. And maybe that is because I fear judgment and rejection. But later on, I realized, isn't it better to hear the word, you're beautiful just as you are, because you are acting and apologetically embodying your true. How extremely freeing that is, to walk, talk, or smile in front of a back. So your question is, how will I define confidence in my own words? Well, I believe that confidence is defined or built the moment you start accepting your true self and not as someone who you are truly not. And just like what this certain quote says, we are born to express and not to impress. That would be all. Thank you and good evening.
Judge number 2.
Hi.
Hi.
What is the most beautiful thing that you have that you can share and inspire to other people? Again, what is the most beautiful thing that you have that you can share and inspire to other people?
Thank you, sir. Being an inspiration will touch lives and make people's feelings change. Every one of us here can be an inspiration, but it takes foundation to bring influence to the community. I am here tonight because I want the people to care for themselves, to love themselves even more. We always talk about self-love, but don't have any idea on how we do it. And this is the beautiful thing that I have that I want to share with the people. How we treat ourselves is how we treat others. And imagine everyone loving themselves, we can create space for compassion, kindness, hope, and love for everyone that needs it. Thank you, and maayong gabi, Cabadbaran.
Judge number 3. Hello, Miss Del Pilar.
Hello, good evening.
What do you expect to gain in competing pageantry? Again, what do you expect to gain in competing pageantry?
I've been joining beauty pageants since I was in my high school time. A lot of things has made over. And the only way to overcome my fears and grow as a person is to challenge myself by getting out of my comfort zone. I abominate public speaking. I was shy talking to new people and self-conscious. But joining pageant has changed everything. From that, I erudite a lot about myself, my strengths, weaknesses, and what I needed to further improve on. And I only not gain self-confidence, but I also gain friendship and knowledge. And it also gives me the opportunity to have a platform, the ability and talent of what I can contribute to the community. Thank you.
Good evening, Judge number 1.
How are you, Miss Cabadbaran?
I'm good.
What you have learned during this pandemic?
The lessons that I've learned during this pandemic is being grateful. You have to see the brighter side in every situation. Just be grateful and loving. And I think that it is an eye-opener that we need each other to see each other through, especially in times like this. And I know that if we can stand together and unite each other, we can overcome crisis, even this pandemic. Thank you.
Judge number 3. Hello. About body shaming.
Thank you. I was born in a society that being fat or having a thin body, having a pimples on your face, and having a black skin was considered as ugly. Body shaming is relevant to our society, especially in social media, and everyone was just normalizing it. That's the reason why I am here tonight, to be outspoken against body shaming or discrimination. My journey here in Miss Cabadbaran was not easy. I got discriminated by my skin color and by how I look. It taught me other appearance. It doesn't define them. It defines you. So don't be the reason why there is someone who feels insecure. Be the reason why there is someone who feels seen, heard, and supported. I am here because God God wants me to be His instrument to tell the world, and to each of you rather, that you don't have to change yourself just to fit in this world. We are born different and unique, and I always believe that having a good heart and a beautiful soul is the true definition of beauty. That's all. Thank you.
Moving on, let us have the Coastal Barangays.
Judge number 1.
How are you, Miss Kalipunan?
I'm good.
If you could see something about your future, what would it be and why? If you could see something about your future, what would it be and why?
Good evening. If there's one thing I would like to know about my future, I want to know if I can still be grateful and happy, just like how I am right now. Every day I am goodness of life. If only I can be this humble and joyful in my future, then I can die with a big smile on my face. Thank you.
Judge number 1.
Hello. How are you, Miss Oswalda?
I'm feeling good.
What is your idea about success?
Good evening. For me, success is something that is closely connected with the heart. It is no accident. It is by hard work, perseverance, learning, sacrifice, and most of all, by the love of what you're doing. So believe in your capacity to do good and great things, because life is all about going beyond the obvious and not by taking doubts. Thank you.
Miss La Commune, what makes you different from other girls competing tonight?
I am proud and confident to say that I am different from other candidates because I am a woman of character and substance, and through this I can face and react to challenges positively, and inspire others and be a voice for them. Daghang salamat, Cabadbaran.
Judges number 3.
Hello, Miss Carusa. If you could give your future self a piece of advice, what would that be? If you could give your future self a piece of advice, what would that be?
Thank you, ma'am. If I could give my future self an advice, that would be to always be kind. Be kind to myself, then let my kindness fill the world. Be kind to the people around me and help them to the best of their abilities, and to let them know that we are all capable and valuable. And we should never forget who we are and what's our purpose. Many difficulties might go along our way, but it doesn't mean that we should live our lives like we are being controlled by others. For as this now,
Taking this pageantry journey is a big step of giving the best shot and living my life to the fullest. Be kind and decide where to go, more pleasing before God and never before people. Thank you and good evening.
Judge number 3.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, everyone.
With everything that you are going through, how will you handle the responsibilities of the crown you are selected or chosen as Miss Cabadbaran 2022? With everything that you are going through, how will you handle the responsibilities of the crown if you are selected or chosen as Miss Cabadbaran 2022?
Since the pandemic, I have faced a lot of circumstances, challenges, changes, and adjustments in a lot of areas, particularly in school, our community, and life in general. When I joined this competition, I already briefed myself about the responsibilities of being crowned. If I were given a chance or opportunity to be selected for Miss Cabadbaran 2022, then I will handle these responsibilities with full commitment, love, patience, initiative, and of course, accountability. With this outlook, I believe I can handle these responsibilities without feeling much weight on my shoulders. That's all. Maayong gabi, hugang salamat.
Judge number 3.
Hello, Miss Kasinan.
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
For you, what is the biggest challenge to young people today? Again, for you, what is the biggest challenge to young people today?
The COVID-19 pandemic has been years of crisis and uncertainty with students, families, and staff members experiencing high levels of stress, trauma, and anxiety driven by the pandemic. As a student returning to school for 2022, online or in person, the effects of pandemic will be really tangible. Thank you.
Continuing on, we have the candidates from Poblacion Ono to side.
Judge number 2.
Hello, Sandal.
Hello, sir.
So your question is, pageantry nowadays are now being used to promote certain advocacies. As a Miss Cabadbaran candidate and as a student, what causes are you advocating?
Thank you for that question, sir. Today, pageants are not just a contest of beautiful faces, but instead, it is a competition of talent, wit, and causes. As a candidate and as a student of physics, I have a deep understanding about the effects of climate change. We have experienced the wrath of Mother Earth time and time again, from Sindong, Yolanda, and just recently, Odette. I stand here today to advocate for the use of renewable energy, such energies that are from windmills, solar panels, and water turbines. And a much more easier way to achieve this is by following the 5 R's, which are rethink, reuse, reduce, recycle, and lastly, respect. This is not a responsibility of one, but a responsibility of everybody. Remember, our planet can live without people, but us people, we cannot live without a planet. We only have one planet Earth. Let's take care of it. Thank you.
Judge
given that this is your second time in joining Miss Cabadbaran, how beauty pageants empower women during this pandemic? Again, given that this is your second time in joining Miss Cabadbaran, how do beauty pageants empower women during this pandemic?
Indeed, this is my second time in joining this beauty pageant, and I still firmly believe that beauty pageant is not just about entertainment and glamour. For me, Miss Cabadbaran is a celebration of beauty, diversity, and individuality. It is a women from different walks of life are given a platform to amplify the voice of the younger generation, as well as the spotlight to inspire people and to address current issues. If we beauty queens could spread the message of hope, love, and solidarity, then I believe that we can make a huge impact, not just in the lives of the women, but also to the rest of the people in our community. Thank you and good evening.
Good evening, sir. Here's your question. What makes you beautiful as a person? Again, what makes you beautiful as a person?
The beauty that I possess is anchored to a soft, dark tone narrative. All throughout my life, this narrative is constant. Guwapa unta ka, pero itong lamang. I may have been the two-herd not fitting in the so-called standards, but constantly, I have accepted that this makes me wholly me. I am beautiful because I am self-appreciative, aspiring that every little thing is a great attribute. I am beautiful because I am forward-looking, instilling the morale of ascension in every way. I am beautiful because I am loving, and these are the values I wish to express and regain as a candidate and as a beautiful Cabadbaran. Thank you and good evening.
I throw it hard, you throw it right back. I love it when you look back at it when it comes to the sex and the sweat on the pants. I take your money, make it front of the dale, mami, sube.
I chose judge number 2.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, sir.
Local and national elections 2022 is underway. If you would be crowned Miss Cabadbaran 2022, how is your title relevant in providing voters education and encourage the youth to vote despite the threat of COVID-19 and its contagious variant?
I believe that regardless of the ground, it is a default in our system that each of us has the right to vote and to select our leaders. No matter what circumstances are, with or without the threat of the COVID-19 pandemic, each of us should never forget that suffrage dictates what kinds of leaders we would have and what future awaits us. If I would be crowned as Miss Cabadbaran 2022, I would use my voice to resonate an advocacy that tickles the hearts of everyone to really vote wisely, for the power is now shifted back in our for a better.
Hi, Rachel. Here's your question. What do you believe is your purpose in this world? Again, what do you believe is your purpose in this world?
To be honest, I'm still finding my purpose. But I'm willing to learn and discover how to live in this world with positivity, love, and kindness. Especially right now, in this depressing time, we always doubt ourselves what's the purpose of giving. But we are here because we should grow, spread positivity, and not to dwell on negativity. That's all. Thank you.
Judge number one.
Hello, Miss Poblacion Sais.
Hello.
As a first timer in a beauty pageant, would you consider joining Miss Cabadbaran, going beyond your comfort zone?
Thank you for your question. As someone who is very self-critical, I would consider joining Miss Cabadbaran as a leap of faith. But I know that growth only takes place when we go beyond our comfort. Preceding beauty queens have already set the standards for beauty. And I know that I am not conventional. I don't have long legs, flawless skin, or a typical pretty face. But being here in front of you tonight means being able to defy those standards. It is because our power as women is not limited to how we look like, how we walk, or even how we talk. Our power is in our confidence, believing that in every stage that we walk on, we will go beyond ourselves to make this a better path of opportunities for the people around us. And if I become Miss Cabadbaran 2022, that is what I am going to continue to do. Because beauty pageants is a platform for every woman, whatever beauty she has, everyone should be well represented. Thank you,
And to complete this portion, let us have the candidates from Poblacion 7 to 12.
Judge number 2.
Hi, Jay. Here's the question. Do you think it is possible for society to change its perspective about beauty standards? Why or why not?
Thank you. Yes, it's differ in every picture. As what they say, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. One may find ugly, but beautiful for another. Through the years and evolving of technology, many have also realized how amazing diversity is, how unique it is for those individuals with their own differences. That's why I am here, standing in front of you, showing you the proof that whether you have dark or white skin, thick or thin, tall or short, always remember that we are beautiful in our own unique ways. You are you, and I am also here, being me in my most confident self, joining this prestigious Miss Cabadbaran 2022, striving a goal that beauty is within ourselves if we just believe. Daghang salamat o maayong gabi ang inyong tanan.
Judge number 3.
Who do you think the Mauritian is Cabadbaran 2022?
So for me, it would be each one of us, all candidates of Miss 22, because we put our hearts and efforts to standing here in front of you and to representing our very own respective barangay. And we already have our invisible crown before we join this pageant of Miss Cabadbaran 2022. And that's what truly matters. And also, she should accept failure and know her worth as a person. Because in my life, I try to be a field, whether in school, in my family, or even here in this pageant journey as a beauty queen. I know it's hard to be a repeater, because the pressure is on my shoulder, but still, I tried hard. They said that trying hard is a bad thing, but for me, it is a good attitude. I am here today to prove my worth, and I believe, and I am ready to win more than just a crown, and I am ready to the next chapter and fulfill every moment. Be a representation of an inspirational yet phenomenal woman look for, and that's what Miss Cabadbaran is all about. And that's all. Thank you, and once again, good evening, Cabadbaran.
Mi mente entre toda la gente.
Judge number one.
Evening, Miss Pugna.
Good evening, sir.
Why are you competing for Miss Cabadbaran 2022?
Maayong gabi sa ating tanan. Pageantry gives us a window of opportunities. I'm competing because I've come with the realization that I will gain confidence and grow stronger every experience in which I really push myself to do something I didn't think I could do. Amplifying the capabilities that I have, building self-confidence, gaining friends, and experiencing things. Experience tells us what to do. Confidence allows us to do it. Thank you.
Judge number one.
Good evening, Miss Pugna. Yes. Your question is, as a political science student, how can you contribute to make this world a better place to live in?
Thank you so much, sir. As a political science student, I study about the operations of the government to demonstrate what is good, to criticize what is bad or inefficient, and to suggest improvements. And my in making that and raise our voices for the better world we aspire to make. Because we are the change we seek. So be the change. Make the change. Thank you, and once again, good evening.
The question is, in what ways do beauty content help women? Again, in what ways do beauty content help women?
Beauty pageants have changed drastically over the years. Today, beauty pageants have changed a lot. Beauty pageants make me a better person, and that makes everyone unique. Miss Cabadbaran pageant is a perfect platform for showcasing women's empowerment, diversity of people, evening, Judge.
How would you define yourself as a Filipina? Again, how would you define yourself as a Filipina?
Good evening, everyone. A Filipina lies in every one of us. Through thoughts and actions, a Filipina grows from within. I may not be as strong as Gabriela Silang, who leads the battle against foreign power, but I have a heart as her. I am a fearless, good vendor or someone who fights for my own battles to break. I can say I am a true